All right, guys, that is full time at the Emirates. 0-0 is the final score. 6 points off top, but not 8, which was the target. I got Isaac from London back on the channel. Isaac, never seen you this upset in an Arsenal game. You can explain what you're feeling, but there is that frustration in this game. Talk to us.
I don't know if I would say upset. I would say disappointed. This is the time when we're supposed to capitalize, and we've been known to really fumble opportunities to capitalize. Everyone drew yesterday. You saw the hate watch was glorious yesterday.
It was amazing. It's been good for like 2 weeks now.
I was there. I watched every match, every single match, and I cheered every goal like it was my own. But today is just, I don't know, I was saying, in the first 20, 30 minutes when we were dominating, I said, look, it's all good, but I'm not entertained by just good football anymore. We have to take some of these chances. If we don't take them, then, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, if we don't come out the gate in the second half, that's it. That's when we start playing low block. You saw we turned into low block FC.
Exactly happened. Yeah.
We turned into low block FC. But around the 60th, I was saying to everyone in the pub, around the 60th to 65th minute, that's when I got the epiphany, oh, snap. I think this is going to be a goalless draw. Worse yet, they could snag one at the end.
Yeah.
Which didn't happen.
Szoboszlai free kicks?
Szoboszlai's free kicks. No, I was afraid of his diagonal balls across the field because they can really disrupt your shape. But I was concerned. But around the 65th, 60th minute, I got an epiphany oh, snap. I think this might be a draw.
Why do you think? Okay, I want to ask you about that because 45 minutes, first 45, we were a completely different team. We seemed like, we're going to get goals eventually. We had the control, the momentum on our side. We come back in the second. Usually we're very good in the second, better in most cases, and we just don't turn up. Why do you think? Do you think Liverpool sort of up their level, or do you think maybe we were comfortable playing for the draw as well?
I don't even think it was a comfortable playing for the draw. Yeah. For one, we can get to Mikel Arteta, and his love for the hand. We can get to Mikel Arteta and his love for the handbrake eventually. We can do that. Yeah. But first and foremost, I just want to say, I've seen this story time and time again. Back when my dad used to take me to the pub to watch it with him back in London. If we're strong, if we come out the gate strong in the first half, right, 20, 30 minutes, all those chances we create but don't finish, they matter because we thinking it's abundant. Oh, we're gonna smack them 4-0 because of the way we're playing. I'm not a momentary fan. I was watching Man City. We'll get to that, but I was watching Man City and Brighton yesterday, and I was watching my friends at his place. They were saying in the room oh no chance Brighton gets you, no chance. Man City are so controlled on the ball. This is the 50th minute, and I said the game can change.
We're talking about Man City who have clinical finishers as well.
I said the game can change. I was like, it's not like that. When Mitoma scored for Brighton, they both shook my hand. Because I said, look, because after he scored, what happened? Brighton were kind of gaining control. They were gaining their step. They were creating chances. You understand? At the Etihad. But I said, I don't think they're going to, Brighton, it's too far-fetched for Brighton to go to the Etihad and win.
Yeah.
So I said that it's going to be a dramatic draw, either 1-1 or 2-2, which it was. And I said in the 60th minute, 65th minute.
I was next to you.
And I said, look, we're going to have a draw. And so it was. You understand? So yeah, I'm not no prophet. I'm not no football prophet. He
might be.
I'll be farther ahead in life. Yeah, if I started betting on all these games, and started really.
You had some good calls in the past too.
But I'm just saying, it's just when you've seen the script, and it goes by a certain script. Sometimes it goes off script, and we smack Madrid 3-0. Sometimes it's off script.
Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid.
You see what I'm saying? But when I think it really matters, when we're supposed to take advantage, I think that's where we fumble.
Let me ask you on that, because we could have gone 8 points up. We are still 6 points up, which 2 games ago was a gap of 2 only. Obviously, City kind of fell apart. Do you think, coming after the last 3 games, we were 2 points off top, now we are 6. You think you see that as a net positive, or do you think missing today's opportunity to go 8 points clear has sort of set us back in our race?
I wouldn't say it set us back because I don't see us losing 2-3 matches in a row. It's just, we've drawn that many. Yeah. We've drawn another one today, but I don't see us with that kind of losing rate. Yeah. I just don't. So I don't think it sets us back, but it just would have, It would have rested some heads on the pillow better.
Yep.
You know, if
We could have focused on other competitions a little bit more.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, but you know, as my friend Calvin was saying now, yeah, he was just saying that we probably stand a better chance in the Champions League than the Premier League, which I thought was strange. But then he explained his philosophy. He said that because we actually, you see, in the Premier League, you have to win every match.
Yeah.
You have to win every match. Champions League, it's who turns up on the day. It's who turns up. And you know, I'm confident we can grab at least 2 trophies this week. I mean, this season.
I hope so this
But,
week.
but yeah, this season. But I'm saying, but you know, like, yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. But like I say, we left with a draw. It wasn't a loss. You know, it was a worse draw against Chelsea because you know they didn't have their they didn't have Caicedo.
Yeah, guys, they went down to 10 men.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me ask you, in that 65th, 70th minute, Arsenal didn't turn up for the second half at all, and we were demanding some changes. We wanted, I think we have the talent on the bench.
I was shouting the loudest for Noni Madueke.
Yeah.
I was.
So I was going to ask you about that. Do you think that we were giving Liverpool too much respect, that we didn't want to change too much around? Because when we have the talent that we have on the bench, you would want to use that. I'm assuming, like, you know, if Saka by 60th, 70th minute is maybe not having the best game, you can bring somebody off the bench who can maybe change things around. But do you think the changes came in a little late, or do you think we managed the game properly?
No, I think it was kind of timely. I was shouting from Noni Madueke for a while. You know, I maybe he could have came on sooner. You know, he could have made more of an impact. But I was shouting for Noni Madueke for a minute. And yeah, I was happy when he came on because I think that Saka's great, especially defensively. That's one of his strengths. He can also defend as well as attack. But Madueke has a knack to cause problems at the back, just like Gabriel Jesus. You know, he dribbles. You know, he's like a street.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
I mean, look, you can explain your philosophy, but I'm saying you asked me. So I mean, no.
Yeah.
But you know, I want to be. but no, he was like, but he creates problems in the back. You know, he's kind of like a penetrative dribbler. Dribbler. So like you know, we call him a street baller back in ends. We call him you know someone that can really like roll the ball over his foot.
Yeah.
But I think that I don't know, maybe changes should have been made sooner. Maybe he should have started. Maybe Martinelli should have come off the bench. Did he? He didn't. He did. Yeah. He should have come off later.
Okay.
He should have come off later. If any.
Martinelli
should have come off later.
close the game off later. I agree. Okay, just to sort of close things off, do you see today's game as 2 points dropped, or do you see it 1 gained? Considering the opposition, considering the table, everything that's going on, how do you look at this game? 2 points dropped or 1 point gained?
Well, look at it this way. This is how I put it. 3 points, it's in our hands, right? A point towards the tail end of the Premier League, or when it gets to like, you know, down to the wire, you're starting to hope for teams like Tottenham or someone to help someone drop points. Like, I don't want to get to that point again. That's why my ambitions are a bit more, you know, I sound
Take your chances when you get it.
Yeah. So like, you know, that's why I said for the first 20, 30 minutes of the game, we had to score some of those. We had
some great chances in the first half. Second half, we had absolutely nothing.
We can't just cheer and be like, oh yeah, we'll get another one. No, it doesn't work. Like football the Premier League doesn't work like that. You know, if you don't, especially with Arsenal, you've learned. First 60-minute window, when you start to drift out of that.
After that, tense. The crowd goes a bit tense. Everything.
You saw in the Emirates, no one was sitting down, man.
Yeah.
I didn't sit down for 90 minutes.
We didn't sit down. We were staying. Yeah.
I'm still standing.
All right, Isaac, man. Thank you so much. Come on, you guys. Let's go.